Right, I know I look crazy, but we're just getting right into it. I'm gonna start with the SAIE Super Glowy Gel in the shade Rose Glow. Like the name says or suggests, there is a nice rose tint to this, and it's gonna create a really nice glowy base underneath the foundation we use. I'm really wanting to embrace and try and recreate a 90s modern look, like a modern take on a 90s look. So really defined and brushed out brows. Sorry, not defined. I feel like brows weren't defined in the 90s. Well, no, they were and they weren't. They were either like really bushy and like crazy or super thin. So I want more of like a big brow and then a more defined like cool toned eye look. I'm actually gonna do eyeshadow today. I'm feeling like a really simple, clean eyeshadow look, and then a really fun, like defined lip, and then just good, clean, structured skin. I feel like defined is gonna be the theme word of the day. For foundation, I love this foundation. It's really good, and I think it's totally underrated. Like, no one talks about it, but it's the Sephora Best Skin Ever Glow Longwear Glow Foundation, 12-hour hydration. And it's literally just that. It gives hydration, but it's not greasy if you have oilier skin like myself. And it actually stays in place. Like, I actually feel like I don't have to touch up my makeup, and because this is a longer event, I mean, it is like 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and I'll probably be home closer to like 10. I mean, that's still a good amount of wear time for this, considering I don't really wear foundation on an everyday basis. I just don't want to have to like think about my base. I want it to just like perform really well. And this one does a great job at it. Applying it on other people. Whenever I did makeup there around Christmas time, I used this foundation on a lot of different skin types. And I feel like it just worked for dry skin, oily skin, combination skin. Tower28 Concealer. Love this stuff. I've been loving it under my eyes, on blemishes, red spots. A little goes a long way. Leave it, let it set for a little bit, and then go on to like bronzer or something else on your face. I'm gonna use this ByMario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in medium. I'm using the same side that I applied the foundation on because I feel like it's just gonna apply the product a little bit more naturally because there's obviously a little bit of foundation left on the sponge, so it's just gonna help blend it really easily. Gotta really get into that hairline. Gotta push back the hair towel to make sure that's a doable thing. I'm also gonna put a little bit in the crease of my eye and bring it out and up. Under eye concealer, as it is at an all-time low of how much you apply. Like 10 years ago, it was like a massive triangle of concealer, where now it's like almost none because the creasing is inevitable no matter what you do, and no one wants to look like super powdery or makeup-y under their eyes. So keeping the smallest amount and really working in the dark areas, but keeping this like least amount of product going under your eyes because that's always where creasing tends to happen. I'm also swiping a little bit on the lid to create a base for the eyeshadows that we use. Don't worry about an eyeshadow primer, just use your concealer. Really liking the glow and the definition that's happening with this skin right now. I'm gonna use a little bit of powder just to add a security layer. Pearl in the shade Light. Just dabbing that on my jawline, and T-zone. This is just gonna secure any extra shine, and because we're using a lot of creams today, I'm going to set or bake with a loose powder, and this just creates a more stable base than the creams to apply the loose powder to, if that makes sense. Now, because the 90s wasn't super bronzy yet, I feel like that was more for the 2000s, I'm gonna take a cooler tone bronzer. This is the NYX Buttered Up bronzer, and I'm gonna keep it a little bit more in the hollows of my cheek to slightly bronze contour. So I'm not doing a harsh contour. I'm still putting it in areas that I would also bronze, but keeping it higher up. I'm not going like right over my nose with it. I want to structure out my brow, or structure out my cheeks just a touch more. To further contour, I'm going to take Real Depth from the Core Essentials palette on the smaller end of the brush. And I'm actually going to put this in my sockets and drag it all the way down the side of my nose. I feel like this is just the perfect 90s shade. The smallest amount in the socket right here. I'm not going to lie, my brows are out of control. Like, I do need to tame them. But we're gonna embrace it because that is the theme. So I'm using the Kosas AirBrow in soft brown, and I took a little bit of product off of the spoolie so it wasn't as much being applied. This is more so for adding obviously depth and color. Then I'll go in after with the pencil to further fill in any gaps and kind of sort out the structure of the brow. I'm really embracing fuller brow. This seems a little crazy for me, but I'm just letting it be. I feel like because I have quite large eyes, I can kind of get away with it. Oh, I don't know. I'm doubting myself. Let me know if these are too big. It feels a little foreign, but I'm going hard on this. Why not? I feel like this Huda Beauty palette, it is the Neutral Brown Creamy Obsessions palette, is perfect for the vibe I'm going for, because what I'm wearing today is either all black or a white shirt, black blazer, 90s color jeans, like that paler color, and a neck scarf. So I mean, the outfit has no color. It's either black or just black and white kind of vibes. So I can get away with something a little bit more neutral. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with this pale color here all over my lids. I never like too much fuss when it comes to eyeshadow. So I mean 2-3 shades is fussy for me, if I'm being totally honest. Then I'm gonna take these 2 shades here. Both are quite cool. Oh, never mind, one is a little bit creamy, so I just wanna use the one that's not creamy. And I'm gonna create a crease, a little bit more subtle because it's not super intense in pigment, but over time with blending and going back and forth, I'm really carving out that crease for a nice definition. It's nothing crazy, but it still adds something. I'm indecisive of what I want to do at the lash line. I have a black liner, but I don't know if I want to commit to that. So I might just take like a little tiny brush and go into the dark brown in this palette, which is actually a cream, and just stipple that right into my lash line to create some definition, and it's gonna create a thicker looking lash line as well. What are we thinking so far? This is so not major, but you guys know my looks are not always crazy. It's more realistic in what I feel comfortable in, and I feel like this is definitely extra for me. I'm gonna curl my lashes and apply the Pearl Beauty at Last mascara in black, like a good couple of coats. I'm always so messy with applying mascara, but wait till that dries and then we can take it off. So with the Kosas Cloud Set Translucent Candy Rose Ultra Translucent Powder, that is a long title, and a little beauty sponge or powder puff. I'm gonna put this in areas that I want to snatch, lift, and get rid of any pores. Moving on to blush, I'm really just gonna keep with Put Together and Real Depth because I want a little bit more of a brown rose. I don't want anything too in my face, in your face, in my face. I want it subtle. I don't want it to be too bright, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I want to keep it a little bit more soft and understated. I'm also going a little bit higher with the blush, not so much on the apples of my cheek because I feel like that's a different look, where the 90s was definitely lifted, like it was a part of the contour. I'm also gonna bring the cream version with me for any top-ups for like lips and blush at the event, but I'll keep the powder on right now because I know my face oils I still need to like mix with all these powders, so I'm not too worried about the amount of powder on my face right now. For lips, I want to keep it definitely on the cool tone, so I'm going to fully line my lips with Whisper just to have a base, and then I'm going to go in with Makeup Forever in the shade Endless Cacao to further add a more cool tone dimension and to really give shadow to my lips. I feel like the liner is definitely what adds that 90s vibe to it. I'm really into this look. It's very much what I was going for. I'll probably add a gloss later, but for right now, I'm good with this. I'm gonna do my hair. I literally just filmed an air up tutorial in my last vlog, so you can go watch that. All the products and everything are linked in that one because I'm literally just gonna do the exact same hairstyle. And then I'll show you my outfit. Right, so I just air wrapped my hair, and I think I'm gonna try and keep it to the side a little bit more. I feel like that's just the 90s vibe that I'm going for, although I do feel more me whenever it's like a little bit more in the center, so we'll see. Anyways, I'll show you my outfit. I actually looked on Pinterest for some ideas. I feel like this is the last time I can do like all black in layers because it's just so spring-like out, and I don't want to wear black in the spring. I want to wear color. Anyways, I wanted to wear black trousers. I'm gonna have to put you guys lower. One sec. Hopefully this all fits. I'll take this jacket off. I really wanted to pair this with like a black, really nice like boyfriend blazer. I don't have one. I thought I did. I only have a cropped one and it just wasn't the look. So, okay, side part, you guys, side part. I did a scoop neck just because the inspo picture had like slicked back hair and a high neck. So I feel like if I did a high neck, it's just a lot going on. So I feel like this balances out, you know, whatever. Watch is HeyHarper. These earrings are from Crystal & Co. Crystal & Co. Oh my goodness. This is Nemo Row, this bangle. This one's HeyHarper for like the major moments. This belt, I think, was Zara. These trousers I found in TK Maxx. And then this top is Zara, I believe. But I mean, these are all pieces I'm sure everyone has in their wardrobe. It's nothing crazy. It's literally just an all black look. And then I went with this thrifted men's brown blazer just because the gold and the warmth can kind of go together. And I feel like if I do the arms up a little bit, it's giving 90's, which was the vibe. It was the assignment. So I think I'm gonna go with this and then just like a little black bag for the event. That'll be it for this video. I'm just gonna finish things up, go to the event. I'm vlogging the event. So if you're curious as to how it went, you can catch it on my vlog. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.